Just trying to get my, hopefully I'm up. Trying to get my stuff together. Didn't realize it was already that time. My goodness. And of course I'm doing it. I don't know why. But it's all good. That'll work. It'll work. I hope you guys are all good. Hey, hey. I know, right? I thought I would try something different. Thought I would try something different. All right, you guys. Before I get started, I wanted to show you my projects I'm working on right now with my crocheting. So the one is, they're both scarves I'm making, but here's my one scarf. Look at this, you guys. This is so pretty. Can you see that? I feel like my thing is wrong. Okay, you know what? I'm going to play with my, I was going to try to turn you guys around. So, hold on. I want to see if I can do it. See if I can finagle it. What I might have to take, I'm going to take my microphone off. Sorry. I'll see if I can finagle it, because I tried to change my, the way I was watching the video, but I couldn't get it changed. Now I'm like upside down, aren't I? Ha. Anyway, I might change it back. This is I'm doing this one I am crocheting for our fall festival thing. That's what I'm crocheting this one for. Hopefully I have enough yarn. I think I do. It's turning out really pretty. I love it. I love it. The other one I'm crocheting is for the veterans, and I'm doing a totally different stitch on it. I'm doing this, it's called a, you guys, I can't handle this being upside down thing. So I'm going to try to turn it back. Let me see. All right, you guys, I know my thing is not opening up. Oh, hold on. I'm going to, I can't turn it. So I'm going to turn you guys this way. It's saying to turn it, because I had it set for, so if I do it this way, is it going to make it where I am going the right way? Hey, Erin. Sorry, I am trying to figure out my camera thing. My camera angle is not being all sassy. So I'm going to try to play with it here. But I'm working on this here crochet thing, and I think this one's called a Lark's a stitch is what I'm thinking. That one's called a Lark's stitch. Sorry. I can get this thing on my phone now. All right, let's see if this is gonna work. I put this this on horizontal. For some reason, it's doing it vertical. Is it going to hold my phone? It's telling me to turn it. I turned it, but it's not working. And I would have to go off the whole thing, I think, in order to get it right. I don't know why. Let's see what that does. Nope, that's not it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. We're going to do it this way. Hopefully that thing won't fall. Hopefully it'll hold it up there. I'm going to slide it over a little bit more and see if that'll help. Let's see. Anyway, this is called a lark's stitch. And it looks like I have a little thread hanging there. Anyway, I've never done this lark stitch. So, I mean, I have done this stitch here. I didn't know it was called a lark stitch. I've done this stitch on one of my granny squares. I think it's going to be pretty. I think it'll be a pretty scarf. I think it'll be a pretty scarf. So that is going to be one of my scarves I'm doing for the veterans, because I'm going to try to do 12. I'm going to try to do 12 scarves. So wish me luck, because I wanted to do them. Different than just a regular single crochet across the row. I didn't want to do just a single crochet. I wanted to do something different. And that other crochet, this one here, you guys, I love this one. This is just a half double crochet. All I'm doing is a half double crochet across. I put 2 half double crochets, skip 1, 2 half double crochets. It's a very easy, but it takes a little bit longer to do it, because I was working on that. It took me 2 days just to get that, and I was like, dang. So I thought if I went to a different stitch, I could crochet a little faster to get 12 scarves. 12 scarves going. Hi, Erin. I forgot to mention and say hi to you. Oh, what was I going to say? So I've been watching Erin the Carnivorous Guy. So one time I did do keto, and I did the carnivorous there for a bit. And I've been watching Erin, and he actually has some really good ideas. And so I don't know, I might do some more. I might start doing the carnivorous again. It's actually not too bad of a way to watch your weight. Treble crochet. Yeah. I might have to check that one out. Asia Joe, if you have any other kind of stitches to make a scarf. I was trying to look at a bunch of different stitches to see. Okay, so I thought, you guys, while we're going to sit here and talk, chit-chat, I think we're going to work on this. Look, a Diamond Art Snoopy. My daughter got this for me for my birthday, and I haven't worked on it yet. So I thought I would do this, because I was like, when am I going to have time to do this? So I thought, why not do it live? And I don't know. We'll see. Okay, yeah, go check it out. Go check out Erin, Asia Joe, because he has some really good, and he comes up pretty much every day. He comes on. So, and he's got some really good. I've watched some of his talks with some of the other people, and yeah. This tells me what's all in the kit, which I already know. It's got, your little. It's got your beads. It has your twist and pick applicator with a wax and multiplacer. Wax. But to store your diamond art things. That's kind of cool. I've never seen them do that. And then what is this? Hold on. Oh, very fancy dancy. What's on this side? That looks like a little scraper thing. And then look, I've never seen one like this either. You open it up, if I can open it up. It slides open. Ooh, and they even gave you a heart wax thing. And then here's another little scraper. And then here's some more wax. Some more clear wax. Wow, okay. Well, this is kind of cool. And then I like that you can close this up. That's kind of cool. Oh, goodness. I wonder if... No, that's not there. Okay. Interesting. So, okay, you guys, I don't know. Thank you, Eric. Or thank you, Asia Joe. This is... I've done a diamond kit, but I have never done this one. So let's just read. See, it's got the stackable tray with a lid and a stopper, twist and pick applicator with a putty and multi-placers. I don't know what that means. 15 resealable baggies, which the resealable baggies is so you can put your, when you're done and you have all this stuff left over, which it looks like all I'm going to have is 2 colors, which is really good, that you can put them in the little baggies. So it says twist the tip of the applicator race putty, use the applicator to pick up the facet side of the diamond, peel back the film covering the pre-applied adhesive. Okay, I mean pretty much simple, easy stuff. So I've never had one of these kits. This is different. So like I said, my daughter got this for me for my birthday, I think. I think that's what she got it for me. I could be wrong. No, she got this for me for Mother's Day, now that I think about it. Oh, and this little thing stands up. Well, that's cool. So when I get done with it, it can stand up like this. You put it in that and it stands up. And I could put it in here on my table. Oh my gosh. Okay, game changer. So on the top of this little Snoopy is like a film. There's like a little film on the top of it. And I just thought I would come up today and do a little live and hang out. But you guys, my watch hours definitely have improved. I've improved my watch hours, so I'm happy with that. And use a beads container, perfect your diamonds, organized and accessible. Elevate your diamond painting experience with our forever lasting single placer for a stronger, more durable steel tip. Okay. I think they're talking about this. Interesting. But my watch hours have really helped with everyone watching for my watch time. I hope that I'm going to make it to 4,000 by February. Now, one of my other friends, she has a YouTube channel, and she hasn't been on it lately. So her and I might do a collaboration. I'm pretty sure we're going to do a collaboration. She does a lot of junk journaling, you guys. Oh my gosh. I love her junk journaling. She does really awesome stuff. And I don't know. It'll be fun. We're going to do a collaboration. So I was going to tell you, so her channel is called Joey143 and Jenny. Joey, I think it's 143 and Jenny. It's a little yellow house. And I was watching a video of hers, and she does some really cool stuff, you guys. I'm going to get some tips from watching her on junk journaling, because she does a lot of junk journaling, and she does a lot of, okay, now I met her at my retreat, my last retreat I was at, Jenny, and she does a lot of, like, she actually, when I was at the retreat, she was showing me. So you know the not the Walmart, you know the Amazon bags that you get that are like, they're flat, but they're kind of puffy. She had one of those. She laid it out. She opened it up, laid it out. She was putting fabric. She was just like putting pieces of fabric all over it. It was pretty cool. And I was like, oh my gosh. Jen's really good. I love Jen's creativity. She has some great creativity. So I'm going to follow her. She lives in this area. She's one of the girls that when I go to the library, at the Republic Library, that I hang out with, and we do crafting and chit chat. She's awesome. She's totally awesome. So this little heart thing here, this is a little wax. This is wax. And then you take this, it's like got a little, I was going to try to show you. It's got a little, oh, I'm not even in the camera. Okay. Sorry, guys. It has a little tiny, I don't even, hey, Horizon Crochet, how are you? I guess I'm not in the, am I not, I'm still not in the camera. How am I not in the camera? There it is. So it's got this little end on it, if you've never seen diamond art, and you just push it down in the little wax ring, and then you push it down in, and you pick up a little diamond and you put it on there. So we're doing the white. So then I just put it down on the white. It's so easy, you guys. It's just, but it's very, what do I want to say? It's very intricate, I said. And they're very small. But, and it's really easy to put down. And then on this thing, on this little sticky thing, it has like a sticky stuff. Thank you, Horizon Crochet, for coming in. Oh my gosh. So we'll have to check out your channel and see what kind of crochet things you do, because I'm just starting to pick up some, doing crochet. And I did the Granny Square day and made me a queen size quilt that I just finished. Well, I'm still putting my little, what do I want to say? My little ends in and stuff like that. But I'm pretty much done with that. So I just showed at the beginning of this that I am making some, I'm making some scarves for the veterans. We're having a tea party in November for some veterans, they're ladies, that are coming to our American Legion. And they're going to give them a tea party. And so for one of the gifts, I'm going to we're giving them scarves. I know, and I did not know I am not a fan of the old time Granny Square, and so I didn't want to do my quilt the old time Granny Square, so I used a different one. There was this lady I followed on YouTube. She did Granny Square a day, and they were a different kind of Granny Square every day. So I went on there, I found a pattern, and I used it. And then, like on the holidays, I would do a different kind of pattern, so that when I did my my Granny Square day, the holidays and stuff, I have a different pattern, so I know, hey, there was a holiday. That was a holiday. So I learned some new stitches that I've never done before. So I just learned how to do the lark. Well, I did the lark spin or the lark stitch on a couple of my Granny Squares, I think, that I did Granny Square Day. But that's what I'm using on my scarf. I'm going to do the lark's stitch. I can't even talk. The lark stitch. I like to do different stitches instead of, I learned a lot when I did the Granny Square Day, because Oh, are you working on yours, Asia Joe? That is cool. Asia Joe made a really cool quilt, and it looks like a Highland cow, a little baby Highland cow, and it had a name on it, and it was beautiful. She did a great job. I I could not. I don't think I could. It was beautiful though. We got a lot of talented people in here, and Aaron, he's working on his you know, watching his diabetes and taking care of his health, which everybody should be doing that. I try to take care of my health. I gained a lot of weight when I um retired because I used to run every day, you guys, and you know, I don't run every day. My sister and I actually walked today because it was beautiful outside. So I got a couple miles in. But I used to run, and I used to do 3 miles every day, and on the weekend I did 5 to 7 miles. I would run in the morning. But my feet, because I have plantar fasciitis, I don't want to get it again. And so I haven't been running. Plus I noticed my knees. My knees aren't as good as they were. I haven't had any knee surgery or anything, and I don't really want to have knee surgery. With all the running I have, I'm surprised I haven't. Somebody asked me, I can't believe you haven't had knee surgery. And I was like, yeah, no, I have not. And I ran on the street. And I've done I have done one full marathon. I did it in San Diego. And I've done, I think, 3 half marathons. And I've done I don't even know how many 5Ks. I can't even count them, how many 5Ks I've done. But I actually did think about doing the virtual ones to keep me motivated to walk. You can do these virtual, um, you get very sharp pains in the front of your legs. Yeah. Yeah. I forget what they call that, Asia Joe. There's a name for that because one of the girls I trained for when we did the marathon, she had that, and there's the name for it. She was a young girl like you. You're young, and she was like in her 20s, and she had that, and she was telling me about it. So I trained with her when we did the full marathon, because we went to San Diego. I took my family. We made it a vacation. I ran in San Diego. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. And when I did the first 10 miles, you guys, I was like, this is awesome. I can do another 10 miles. I did 10 miles without any problem at all. But then when it came to the next 10 miles, I was getting pretty tired. I remember they kept saying, "You're almost there. You're almost there." I was like, "Where? When? When?" And yeah. But I stopped running probably in I want to say 2021 or 22. And I really should have just stuck with it, kind of, I think. So, I mean, I've been trying to keep walking, and I do have a Peloton bike because I thought that would be better for me because that way it won't mess up my feet. And I do ride my bike I ride my bike because I don't want to go outside and walk. But I haven't been riding my bike when it's been hot, though. My sister and I was getting up like about 3 in the morning, and I was trying to go out and walk before it got too hot. But you guys, the way the weather's been, even at 3 o'clock in the morning, it's been really hot out. Very hot. So I don't know. I'm not sure, but. And I wasn't sure how many people would come into my live because I don't know how many people do lives on Saturdays. I'm sure there's a lot because everybody's off from their regular jobs that has YouTube channels, and you know, because that's when everyone's, I guess, available to watch YouTube. And I just thought, you know what, we're gonna do a live today. They say if I do a live, it helps my watch time too. So I think I'm probably going to be doing some more lives. I know I usually do a live on, Tuesdays, and that's just my card live. But I'm going to start trying to come up and do some more lives. So if there's any questions you guys want to ask me about anything, go ahead. That's what this is for us to get to know each other a little bit. And yeah. Now, okay, in a couple weeks, yeah, I know, Asia Joe, the wintertime, it's probably going to be crazy. But in a couple weeks, I'm going to go on a cruise. So I'm hoping I can get you guys, and I'll be able to bring you up on that and bring you up on a cruise and see my cruise, because I'm going to be going to Maine. Well, I'm going to Boston. I'm flying into Boston, and then we're going to get on the cruise there in Maine. Well, in Boston. And then we're going to go to Maine. So, and I don't know, I'm not sure, I can't remember what time that we actually get into Boston, but I'm leaving on the 12th of September. And I'm thinking that we're supposed to be in Boston like 3 o'clock or something like that, maybe. Because we have to catch a couple flights. We're flying out of Springfield here, Springfield, Missouri, and my daughter's going with me. So my oldest daughter, she's gonna go with me, and I think the only reason she's going with me is because she was worried I was going by myself, which I wasn't worried about it, but she was concerned, I think, because when I went on my last one, I went by myself. But I also met up with a bunch of YouTubers, and it was really fun. I had a great time. I met a lot of great people on the cruise. I met a lot of great YouTubers. I met Jesse and Lisa, Scott Brom. Oh my gosh, you guys. Maple, I want to say Maple Homestead. Oh, Tamara. Tamara doesn't post. Oh, yeah, okay. You're watching with your niece. I love Snoopy too, you guys. I am so addicted to Snoopy. Well, I used to love Snoopy when I was a kid. And my dad, for a nickname, used to call me Snoopy. And yeah, so I have a bunch of things that I have collected. Just the other day, we went to Five and Below, and I got a Snoopy Halloween little figurine. I'm also a big fan of Scooby-Doo. I watch Scooby-Doo. Well, I used to watch Scooby-Doo. I used to have a dog named Scooby. He passed away, though. But when I got him, I was like, oh my gosh, his name's going to be Scooby, because he was a big dog. He was a Rottweiler German Shepherd mix. I got him for my 40th birthday, you guys. My niece, well, my nephew that used to live with me, him and his wife, they showed up at our house for a birthday party. My boyfriend had given me a birthday party and invited a bunch of people over, and they showed up with a little, gift bag, and they were like, open this first. And I was like, there's something in there. And when I opened it up, this dog was in there. And to see the dog, because he was humongous, I don't know how he ever fit in that little bag. But he did when he was a puppy. They actually got him at like somebody with people were giving away dogs and they got him. It was one of those. Those are the best dogs though. The ones that they're just giving away that they need a home. I've actually thought about becoming a foster for a shelter because I want a dog, but I don't want a dog because my last dog just passed away. Well, he didn't just pass away. It's been a little while, but I still miss him. And I wouldn't mind having another dog like him. I had a little miniature Sheltie. He looked like Lassie. And I had to put him to sleep because he had cancer and they told me they couldn't do anything for him. And so, unfortunately, so yeah. Otherwise, I would still have Coco. His name was Cocoa Pebbles. I named him after cereal because his mom and dad was Jake from State Farm and Blueberry Muffin. So I named him Cocoa Pebbles. And you know, I don't even know what happened to his mom and dad because when my neighbor passed away, the people next door asked me if I wanted their dogs, and I couldn't. I was afraid that Coco and his dad Jake wouldn't get along because they'd always lived next door to each other and ran up and down the fence. And they took him to a shelter, and I felt so bad because then I asked them. I thought they were going to keep him, and they did not. And they took him to a shelter somewhere. And I was like, hopefully they didn't separate those two because those two had been together forever. Well, I remember going with my neighbor to pick up the puppy. Hey, Kelly, how are you? You're in the garden? Awesome. Hey, Tamara. Oh, that's cool. You made Charlie Brown and turned a couple of butternut squash into Snoopy. I bet that was cute. Okay, so after Mello, which is your dog, you might foster. Yeah, I know that the older senior dogs, they're always like, I don't know. Those are the ones that nobody seems like they want, but. And hi, Karen, how are you? Thanks you guys for coming in. I'm just trying to do some videos, some different things, and I thought I would come up today and work on this Snoopy diamond art. I'll bring it up to show you. It's coming along pretty good. Sorry, I'm not used to this angle for the phone. So, I don't know. I'm trying here. It's kind of, I thought I had it set horizontal, but for some reason it's vertical. And it wouldn't let me change it while I was up. I would have to like go off the live and then come back up. So I thought, yeah, we'll just leave it. We're going to go with it. We're going to work with it. But I was really thinking about fostering. I see so many animals lately in this area, and what's crazy, well, you know how when you talk about something on your phone, all of a sudden it starts showing you all this stuff. I've been getting like all kinds of little Dachshunds, and oh my gosh, just all these little puppies, and I was like, oh, stop. I can't take it. The little ones that need to be rescued. There's a place here called Rescue One. I thought about making up cards and donating them to them, and where they could sell them or give them to the people who adopt a pet, thanking them or something. And I told my sister, I think what I'm going to do is make up some doggy cards. And when we do our fall fest thing, I think I'm going to sell them, and then $1 that when people buy them, $1 that I'm going to donate to Rescue One. I believe that's what I'm going to do. I'm pretty sure that's what I'm going to do. Rescue One is right here in this area. There's all kinds of dog things in this area, but I've been following Rescue One. They're trying to get some property to, so they can have more room to rescue more pets. So I thought, I might make up some cards, and when I some pet, you guys, I have a bunch of dog stamps. So I thought about making up some dog cards and donating them, or like I said, I'm gonna sell them at our craft fair, and then $1, because I sell them for 3, so $1 of that I'm going to donate to Rescue One. And now my video for the veteran, Thank a Veteran, is coming up tomorrow. It'll drop tomorrow. It'll talk about, hopefully I didn't leave anything out of it. It'll talk about our thanking a veteran thing that I do every year. And when I go over to the VA, the Veterans Home, to hand out cards. Oh yeah, I got that. I was thinking I was putting that in the wrong place. I feel like I can't get a diamond in there. All right, I'm gonna make it there. But so I made that video and I dropped it, and it won't come up on my thing until tomorrow about the VA. But that, and then also on October October the, what's it, the 2nd? Yeah, I think it's October the 2nd. It's on a Thursday. I'm going to teach card making for these ladies, for the vets. And Melissa wants me to do it up until Christmas. And then she asked me the other day if I felt comfortable, if I wanted to continue to do it after Christmas. And I was like, yeah. Well, we have this facility here in Springfield. Well, it's in Springfield. I live in Nixa, but it's in Springfield. And it's called Warrior's Journey. And it's for veterans to go meet other veterans and do things. And they help you if you're on disability, or if you need to get your disability, or I don't know, you're having PTSD, or I don't know, anything and everything. You go in there and you can talk to somebody, or if you just want to meet up other veterans, you go in there and do that. I know. Okay, I was going to say, what did I do with my... Yeah, so the foster thing, they give you everything you need for the thing. You just have to make sure the animals are taken to the... I don't even know if I qualify for to be a foster parent, because my daughter has 2 cats and my sister has 2 dogs. So I don't know. And I have chickens. So I don't know if they would even accept me into foster care, because they might say I have too many animals, or I don't know. I don't know. I thought I would try it though. But that'll be probably after the new year, because I won't be here hardly in September. I'll be gone, but I'm going to go ahead and make videos for my some of the things that I was going to do, like my ghoulish videos and my Yuletide video and my Friday videos. Are you getting my Friday videos? I'm trying to do different things that I don't usually do on my live on Tuesdays, because I don't want you guys to get bored with watching the same thing over and over again. I mean, I try to come up with different ways to make cards, but this actually is kind of cool. It's so neat how this goes together. And it, look, I've already almost got his whole head. Yeah, and then, okay, so I'm going to be doing a video on, oh, what was it? I was going to make a recipe book. I'm going to do a video on that. I'm also going to do a video, I'm going to do a Mod Podge on a clipboard. Going to do a video on that. And then, like, as far as, like, the ghoulish thing, those will be Halloween cards, probably. I'll probably do Halloween cards on those. Because I do love making Halloween cards. I have some really cool dies to make Halloween cards. Plus, also, I just got some really cool stamps from Unity Stamps that are Halloween. And so I really kind of want to play with those. Which reminds me, I'll be getting my new membership kit from Unity Stamps probably before the end of this next week. I don't think I'll have it before Tuesday. But I will have my new Unity Stamps next week. So I'm kind of excited because I seen what was in the new Unity Stamps for that I'm getting this time. And it has a lot to do with school. And there's a Christmas one on there. And what else was it? Oh, yeah, there's a slug. There is a slug. And there is, like, kids. There's kids on it. So you can make some back to school cards, Which, I mean, I know school already started. Which they came out with this one the beginning of this month. But I get my, because I joined up in the membership at the end of the month. So I get mine at the end of the month. So actually, I'll find out what the new kit will be for September. And I bet they're going to have some more Christmas. Oh, I know what else is coming with this one. Mice. There's these little mice. There's one where a little mouse has like a fall leaf and it's holding a fall leaf. And then I think he has an acorn. And what was the other one that he's doing? Well, it's okay because I'll show you guys when I get it. Because we'll probably do some of those cards. But my last one I got, it had those little monsters like for Halloween. And they're so cute. So I'll probably be doing those ones over on the Ghoulish 13. I'll probably make those then. And then, I don't know. I was just trying to come up with some stuff. I actually found an item I got from the Dollar Tree when I was doing Thursday 10-minute craft. And I was like, oh my gosh, I can do that on my Fall Fever Friday. It will be cool. Oh, and then I was going to tell you, so my daughter, my youngest daughter, she's into this Warhammer. I don't know if you guys know what Warhammer is. It is a game that kids play. I don't even want to say kids play it. It's young adults and maybe adults play it. I don't know. But it's a game they play. And so my daughter has these little figurines that she wants me to paint. So I'm going to do a video on that too. They're Warhammer figurines. They're really cool. They're small. So we're going to paint some. So I'll be doing a video on that. And they're kind of cool because what's crazy is my sister's grandson, he likes to do the same thing. He's in his, my youngest daughter's in her 20s, her and her boyfriend, they're in their 20s. And so I guess it's a thing, I don't know, young adults do. I heard of it when she was doing it. Hey, Myra. How are you doing today? Are you still in the hospital? I said a prayer for you. I hope you get better. It's not fun being in the hospital, I know. But I'll be doing some of those. Um, it's called Warhammer. I don't know. I don't know, you guys. But I'll show you when I do the videos. It'll be something different. It definitely is different. But you're in the hospital. Oh, okay. How is Marty doing? Since you're in the hospital, I guess somebody helping take care of Marty, or does she spend the day up there at the hospital with you? I hope she's doing okay. This is actually going quicker than I thought it was going to do, because I wasn't sure how fast it would go. Yeah. And I think did I say hi to Mara? I forgot if I said hi to you. I hope I did. Thanks for coming in, you guys. I didn't know if I would get anybody to come in today because I wasn't sure, It's a Saturday. I know lots of people go out and do wonderful things. They spend time with their families. And actually today, here in this area, they're having a Craft Mania thing over at, it's like a 417 brew. It's a brew company, but they do a Craft Mania. And they were having that today, this afternoon. I told my sister we might go check it out. I just might go check and see what it is. I'm not really sure. But it's not really far from our house. It's a few blocks. It's probably like, I don't know, maybe 15-minute drive, maybe. Might be a little longer than that. But I thought maybe we'd do something to get us out of the house because we don't go anywhere that much. I pretty much stay home. I don't go anywhere unless I have to. I'm becoming a really homebody lately. I mean, we went to the library Monday. You played Warhammer? That is awesome, Myra. And you're getting rain today, Tamara? That's awesome. I wish we were. Okay, so Marty's taking care of herself. I didn't know if Marty would come to the hospital and hang out with you or not. Wow, so you played Warhammer. See, I never heard of it until my daughter was like, I was like, what is Warhammer? What the heck? I don't know what that is. And her friends, they get together and they play these games. I'm just like, what? I mean, my family, we do family night, which we haven't done one in a while because Tori works on Saturdays, so she doesn't get home until like 7 or after. No, she doesn't get home about, well, a little after 7, but I think today she gets off early because she took off early because she's going to a baby shower to one of her friends' baby shower. So I think she's taking off early today. But yeah, I never heard of it. You played at a gaming convention. You played Dungeons and Dragons. Now, see, my daughter doesn't play Dungeons and Dragons, but she plays oh my gosh, what is the name of that game? They have cards and they've got like, oh my gosh. I never can remember what the name of it is. I think it's kind of like Dungeons and Dragons, but it's a different and she like has cats on her cards and you put them in little sleeves and they roll dice and I don't even know. But her boyfriend got her into the Warhammer and so she likes to sit around and paint the Warhammer. So the other day, she came up to me and said, "Here, Mom, Magic the Gathering. That's it." Yes, Myra, that is it. Magic the Gathering. I never can remember that. Um, she plays Magic the Gathering, and I was like, what the heck? So for her birthday, I got her a bunch of Magic the Gathering stuff for her birthday. Her birthday was in June, and I bought her some. But yeah, I mean, I never heard of any of this stuff. I heard of Dungeons and Dragons, but the Magic the Gathering, yeah, I don't know. Cards she has. I don't know. Her boyfriend has squirrel cards. It's so fun. Some of the cards they get, they have dragon cards. And each one of the cards and the diamond or the dice all stand for something, and so they meet up with some of their friends and they go play this Magic the Gathering. Hey, you know what? I think it's great because she could be out there doing drugs and drinking and being a hoodlum, but no, they're playing these games. You know, they all sit around. I went to one of the stores where they sell a lot of that stuff, and there was like there was a bunch of people in there. They have these big 8-foot tables, and people sit around in there. And oh, Marty plays Magic the Gathering. Oh, that's cool. So yeah, all these people sit around and play this, and I was like, wow, okay, I didn't know this was a thing. I was impressed. So that's what my daughter and her boyfriend do. They play Magic the Gathering. And they also play video games. They play Black Ops, which I actually play Black Ops too, you guys. I'm addicted to Black Ops, Call of Duty. I have not played for a while because I let my subscription expire, and I told my sister that I wasn't going to renew it until probably next year. But I like to play Black Ops. You know, I used to play Black Ops when I worked, and so if I had a frustrating day at work, I would come home and get on and play Black Ops. And let me tell you, it made me feel so much better if I had a rough day at work. I've also played Gears of War. I played Forza. I've played Bandicoot. What else? Well, we used to have a PlayStation, but now I have the Xbox. I haven't been playing it because I didn't buy a card and renew my um, subscription or whatever it is. But my daughter, her and her boyfriend, they play Black Ops. They like to do the zombie one. I've played the zombie one a few times, but I like to go into the Warzone part and play that. And my son-in-law plays too, so sometimes when he's online we play together because I have his thingy on my PlayStation. So I always know when he's on. He knows when I'm on. They know if I've been on there playing my Black Ops or what, because you can find out what somebody is playing if you're friends with them on the PlayStation, which is kind of cool. But yeah, so I do that too sometimes. But I have not done my PlayStation, and it's been a while. I can't even remember the last time I did it because, like I said, I haven't renewed my, because you have to be a member and pay for the subscription or whatever to play. So I have not done that, and I was like, yeah. Not lately. I've been trying to do more craft stuff. More crafty. We were watching your video this morning. We LARPed sometime. I don't know what that is. LARPed. I watched your video this morning. It was funny because you were looking for your googly eyes and you got all those buttons. And we were looking at all the buttons. My sister was like, "Oh, look at that button." And my sister goes, "You know what? I'm going to go buy some googly eyes for Myra and send them to her." I was cracking up. I was like, "You don't have to do that. I think I have some googly eyes in there. I think I'm going to have to stand up. My legs are getting a little from sitting here. Sometimes when I craft, I have to stand. But I definitely am liking this little Snoopy. And it's going by so quick. I almost have his whole head done, which I'm really surprised. I wasn't sure how long it was going to take me to do this. But I'm going to stay on here until I finish it, because in that way I make sure it gets done. And it won't sit here on my table. Because when I did diamond art, when I was working on a project, I would work on, I had it sitting at my kitchen table, and when I would drink coffee, I would work on it a little bit in the morning time with my coffee. But I haven't done a diamond art project since my sister and I did some diamond art projects. It's like an action role play. Oh. Yeah, I've never done that. But we were doing, I think it was for graduation. I think it was in May is when we did the last diamond art. Because we did some diamond art keychains for graduation. Which actually we didn't sell. I think I sold maybe one of those. We just thought we would try it. Because I told her I didn't know if it would, if we'd sell them or not. I'm always trying something different when we do our craft thing. So I'll sign up next year for our craft. We will probably do 2 craft fairs next year. I think we're only going to do one in the fall and one in the spring. The one in the summer, really, my sister had a hard time because of the weather. It was just way too hot for her. It wasn't for me. I mean, I told her she didn't have to go out there, but she doesn't want me to be out there by myself. So she comes, and I had to make sure she stayed out of the sun and that she got plenty of water, because she can't handle the heat like I can. Because, I mean, I go out and mow the yard when it's really hot, and so, because I still go out and use my push mower and mow my yard, you guys. And I'm not no young chicken either. And I still go out there and I weed eat and mow my yard. And I always give my daughter a hard time and say, you know, you should be mowing my yard for your mom. Your mom's old. You need to get out there and mow. Now my youngest I showed how to mow. My oldest daughter, I don't even know if she's ever mowed. Yeah, I know you had an unboxing. Oh, shoot. It was just too funny because you kept saying, I know my Google eyes are in here somewhere. But yeah. I always give my daughter a hard time because I'm like, you should be out there mowing your mom's yard. And my daughter goes, Mom, if you're not mowing the yard, I know something's wrong. Because I used to say that when I retired, I was going to mow yards for a living because I used to love to go out and mow. Which I still do like to go out and mow. Because I used to mow my neighbor's yard when he lived over there. He was an older guy. And he'd always talk about how he was going to pay someone to mow his yard. I said, dude, let me just mow it. It's not that hard. When I mow my yard, I'll mow your yard. And that's what I used to do. I used to mow my yard and mow his yard. And he always say, I feel bad with you mowing my yard. I'm like, don't feel bad. It's fine. Now, we do have a neighbor down the road. They have not had anybody mow their yard. But I am not going to mow their yard because the grass is way too tall and my push mower would not like that. But I asked my neighbor who lived next door to him, why don't you mow the neighbor's yard? And he was like, well, because he has a riding lawnmower. He's like, yeah, but then they'll expect it all the time. So I'm like thinking to myself, because it's an older couple that's living there. Well, and they're not as old as I am, but they're still an older couple. They're probably in their, well, I guess they might be in their 50s now, maybe. I know both of them. He's retired, but I don't think he's, I'm 63, so I don't think he's 63. I don't think he's in his 60s. But, oh, shoot. But I got what he was saying. He was like, if I do it once, then they're going to expect me to mow the yard all the time. Which I mowed my neighbor's yard all the time because it wasn't that big of a deal. Yeah, it took a little longer, but you know, hey, I didn't mind. I got my steps in for that day. Let's just say. Because that's when I was mowing, when I was running 7 miles, 5 miles a day. Keeping my, trying to keep myself healthy. No, it's all good. It's all good, Asia Joe. You know you're old enough when you don't want to do it. That's too funny. That is too funny, Tamara. Oh my gosh. You know, when I was a kid, I used to say the same thing, and then my cousin showed me how to mow the yard, and so I used to mow my yard at home. But my mom didn't want us mowing when she was at work, when her and my stepdad was at work. She didn't want us mowing because if something happened to one of us, then you know, we didn't have a way to get to we were like stay-at-home kids because my parents both worked, and my sister and I took care of my little brother and sister when we came home from school. We were in charge of taking care of them, and then we used to make dinner, and then when my mom and them got home, we'd just all sit down and eat dinner, and then we, of course, clean up the dishes and all that good stuff. You know, back in the day when families didn't go out to eat all the time. And but yeah, I used to mow the yard, and I had a, you know, we had the old push mower. It wasn't the one that has the oh, what do you want? Your husband got you an electric mower? Oh. So back in the day, you didn't have that extra push where you hold the thing down and it pushes the mower for you. Is the old type of mower where you just pushed it and there was no help when I was a kid and I mowed. And we lived on an acre of land, and so we had a lot of... Now here at this house, I think I live on an acre here too, but because I have a really big backyard. I have a bigger backyard than the newer homes that come up over here. They don't have a big backyard because when my sister-in-law, we go over to her house, we did not have a yard, and they hired somebody to mow their yard. And I said, what? I said, I could come over here and mow this yard. It wouldn't take me but 5 minutes because they didn't have any grass, hardly. And she was like, no, we just pay somebody to come over and mow. I was like, wow. I said, I hope I don't have to pay anybody to mow. I know when I was pregnant with my youngest daughter, I actually had Annette's son come over and mow because Nobody wanted me to go outside and mow. And then I thought, yeah, maybe I won't mow. Well, and then I ended up having my daughter in June, so I had to have somebody come out and mow the yard. You wanted an old-fashioned two-blade one, no power at all? Oh, yeah, that one that spins, that has no gas? Yes. You know, when I first moved to Springfield, I lived on the north side of Springfield, and there was this older lady who lived next door to me. She was 90, you guys, 90 years old, and she used to get out and push mow with that old time mower, the one with just it pushes and it goes around. She used to get out there and mow her yard. And I remember going out there saying, hey, you know, I can mow for you if you want. She'd say, nope, this is what keeps me young. I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, I want to be like you. She was awesome. She passed away a few years ago. I think she got to, I forget how, I think she almost got to 100 before she passed away. And you know what was crazy? So when I first met her and she lived next door to me, I worked at Walmart. And then I got a job at Missouri State and worked there for a while. When I worked at Missouri State, one of the ladies that I worked with, we were talking one day, and she told me that that was her, oh, I want to say somehow they were related. And I was like, what? And I told her how I lived next door to her all those years, and used to go visit with her. And I'd had my oldest daughter at the time. It was just myself and my oldest daughter. And my oldest daughter and I would go over there and visit with her, and I would make food and take it over there to her. And she was the sweetest lady. Her husband, she lost her husband, and he had worked for the railroad. And so she lived in one house, and her sister lived in the house right next to her. But her sister ended up, oh, what I want to say. Her sister ended up in a home, and they sold her house. So, but then I found out from my friend from work that was related to her that they had to put her in a home because I had moved, and they ended up putting her in a home. And then she passed away. And I was like, well, yeah, I mean, she used to get out and do all kinds of stuff. She always used to scare me because where we lived at, there was a really busy road, and she would go and walk over to Burger King, and she would get a bag of burgers from Burger King, and she would take some of them over to her sister, and she would keep some of them, and they would freeze them and eat them. And I was like, oh, I would have never thought about that. But that's what they used to do when they weren't like didn't feel like making anything to eat. They would freeze the burgers from Burger King and eat them. I thought that's really cool. Well, that's cool. You know, I had an electric lawnmower when I was stationed in Great Britain because they did not have the gas powered ones. They only had electric, and I did not like it because I had to at that time, maybe you have a battery on yours, Asia Joe, but this one didn't have a battery. You had to plug it in. And I was always afraid I was going to run over the cord and electrocute myself because you have to push the cord out of the way to mow the lawn. And it was actually not very convenient, let me just say. But luckily, when I was in Great Britain, the yard wasn't that big. It was just like a little, I swear, it was just like a little square. I don't even know. We didn't really even have a yard. But I had to keep it mowed. And so I had to get a little electric mower that you plugged in. I had to plug it into the house and have a big old long cord. And so is the one you have, Asia Joe, is it a battery operated one, or is it you have a plug it in? Because if it was battery powered, it probably works better rather than a plug-in one. I usually don't put a whole. I'm almost done with all the white, you guys. I can't believe it. What time is it? 12:30. So we've only been on here for maybe an hour. was trying to figure out what this part is for. Okay, maybe it just like, does this. I don't even know. But I do have, I used to have a gas-powered weed eater. I do have a battery weed eater, and I do love it. I actually have 2 batteries for it, so I usually go through both batteries when I weed eat my yard. But sometimes I only have to use one. You do the front and the back on one battery, that's good. Yeah, that's what I do. I always charge my batteries as soon as I am done weed eating. I charge the batteries, and but I always keep both of them because sometimes it just depends on what, I don't know, what I have to eat, and then I don't know. But I do like my battery operated weed eater way better than my gas powered one. My gas powered one, I used to have trouble with that thing and it wouldn't stay going, and I don't know. It was a pain. And I thought, oh, I'm going to try one of the um, battery operated ones. And I tell you what, it's like the best thing I ever did was get the battery operated weed eater. I definitely like the battery powered weed eater. But I was thinking, I don't think I could mow my front and back with one battery on the mower. I might be able to, maybe. I mean, because I'm not sure. But yeah. I mean, and in Great Britain, it rained a lot, but the grass was always so pretty and green. It always stayed so very green. And like I said, my yard was not very big. I didn't have a front yard. I just had a backyard pretty much. And the backyard was all enclosed because we had like, it was like a concrete fence around it. Everybody had like a concrete, I don't know. But I'll never forget one time though, my neighbor came over and said to me, I think my ferret's in your house. And I was like, excuse me? How could your ferret get in my house? And he was like, I think it went through the vent duct on your dryer. And I was like, what? Your house is a duplex? It was all one big yard. I'd probably need 2. Yeah, probably. When he told me that my ferret got into my dryer vent, I was like, what? I said, come on in here. We go in there. He opens up my dryer, and there was a ferret in my dryer, you guys. I was like, what the hell? I don't even know how I did that because I had to look, and I'm like, how did he get in the dryer? So I don't know. It was crazy. And I thought to myself, oh my gosh. I never could figure out how that. I even looked in there. I was like, how did he get in there? How did he get in the dryer? I don't see like a big hole. But I don't know. It's crazy. Yeah, you know what? My daughter's outdoor cat, she always gets on our, every once in a while, she climbs up on our garage roof. One day I went out there and she was on the garage roof. And I was like, Luna, what are you doing? She goes on how she does it is she goes on the back of the house, on the back of the garage, is where I have my chicken coop. And she climbs up on the chicken coop and gets up on the roof of the garage. And she just sits up there and looks at the birds because she gets the birds. She's always bringing me a bird. She always cracks me up because she can't see very well. And so I was like, I don't know how she does it, but she always brings me a bird or a mouse or a vole. She brings me something. So, yeah. I think my daughter said when she was a volunteer firefighter, they got a call one time for a cat that was in a tree. I was like, really? I said, did you guys go up there and get the cat? And she was like, yeah, we did actually. Oh my gosh, that's too funny. So how did they get did the cat come down off the garage by itself? Or off the house by itself, Asia Joe? Or did you have to coax it down? Because Luna just came down off the... I was like, Luna, get off the roof. And she just came down by herself. I thought it was funny. Because I was like, you know what? You figured out how to get up there, you'll figure out how to get down. Oops. Looks like I had a double. Did you guys see the moon the other night? The lunar whatever, I don't know. Can't even think. I've drawn a blank. Oh, you're getting your banana bread made, sissy? Oh, I see. It went down. It came down by itself. It came off by your truck with the pallets. Okay, that's cool. She's making a pumpkin Chex Mix. We saw it on Facebook. I think somebody on Facebook posted it. And she was like, I'm going to make that. And I said, oh, she's had to go buy all this special for it, though. I will let her tell you because I don't know. But we had bananas in there, so she said she was going to make some banana bread, so I got all the stuff out for her. So she wouldn't have to worry about getting it down. Oh, you know what? I need to get over here. Sorry, guys. I'm not in the picture. I've almost got him done. Oh, so the Chex Mix doesn't have to be cooked this time? Because I know when you do regular Chex Mix, you got to put it in the oven and, like, bake it. But this one you don't have to, huh? I feel like I'm coming down with a cold. I hope not, because I don't want to have a cold when I go on my cruise. That's another thing. I'm going to be doing a video on making my daughter and I a cruise shirt. And I'm going to do a video on that too. I'm going to try anyway. I'm not going to say it's going to be anything special. I usually try to make us shirts. So I was going to make her and I a cruise shirt for a mom and daughter cruise. And we already had the colors picked out. So we have that. I have the vinyl for it. So all I have to do now is design it and cut it out on the vinyl. And then, of course, iron it on and all that good stuff. Well, you have to tell Asia Joe what you need to put in your Chex Mix, sissy. Tell her all the wonderful little stuff that you had to go buy. Because there was like, I think she had to put bugles and then your Chex Mix, I think, and I don't know. Some pumpkin candy stuff. I am almost done. All I have to do now, when I get done with all the white, is put the black on. And then it'll be done. But actually, if you guys have never done a diamond art, it actually is a lot of fun. It is. It would be a great thing to do with your kids. Not like really little kids, because if they pick these things up and swallowed them, that wouldn't be good. But young adult, a young adult kids. I mean, even I think a 7, maybe a 7 or 8 year old might be able to do it. I don't know. What does it recommend on here? Does it have an age? I don't know if they do have an age. It just talks about the, you know, the choking, but there's no age. I think maybe an 8-year-old, you could probably do it when you're 8. I don't, and you know, I think some 7-year-old kids could probably do it too, to be truthfully honest. Um, just the little diamond things. That's the only thing you got to worry about. These little itty bitty things. You don't want them to swallow them. Gosh, for, you know, as I try to dump it back in there. Sometimes I'm pretty good at dumping it in there. As I miss, they go everywhere. I probably have a funnel, but we're just going to do it. I think I got them in there. Oh, and then there's that. I'll just pick them up with my finger. Get in there. There she goes. She's got it on there, Asia Joe. I don't remember if that goes there or not. No, it does not. I just wet it with my hands. Oh, as I knock it over there. And then you know what I thought you could do with all the leftover little diamond art things? You probably could make your own diamond art thing with all your leftovers. You could probably do, I don't know. Because I have some that I have left over from other diamond art projects. I do like this little thingy they give you. I think it's kind of cute. I think if I can get it on right. Oh, there it is. I had it on upside down. There's one there. Now, all I have to do is put the little black ones on. And I will be done. And then I can set it up on my desk. Oh, there's one. And there's one. I can set it up on my desk and peanut butter banana bread. Oh my gosh, Tamara, that actually sounds really good. I like peanut butter. I like but I like crunchy peanut butter. I'm having trouble now to get these. A while ago, this thing would open up really good. Okay, you know what? We're just going to put them down there so I don't have to play with that. But, yeah. My sister's always making some pretty good stuff, man. She's always cranking out some good food. We just had stuffed peppers for lunch left over from the other day. She made stuffed peppers, which turned out amazing. Oh, your husband doesn't like banana or peanut butter? Well, shoot. Peanut butter chocolate chip cookies even sounds good. What was that? I think when I dropped those little white ones, they got in spots they're not supposed to be in. Because I see one there, I see one there. I guess I shouldn't have done it over the design. We'll figure it out. Even though we were just talking about keto earlier, see, that's stuff you can't have it on keto if you do keto. Or if you do carnivorous. You can't do any of that. If you're watching your, well, I mean, you know, if you have diabetes and stuff, you got to be careful what you take in, which we do try to watch. I try to help my sister watch her sugar intake. So that she does not overdo it. Let's say, okay. I know it's hard for, and it's so easy to figure out what colors you gotta do. Oh, you didn't put nuts in it? You gotta have your carbs. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know, Tamara. I gotta have my carbs sometimes too, man. Like I was telling Aaron, I was watching his thing. He was talking about, you know, he doesn't eat pasta and stuff like that. I love Italian food, so I love pasta. That was my only thing about giving up, like doing keto and stuff like that, is giving up pasta and potatoes. I love potato. I love homemade potato soup, which I told my sister the other day. I'm just gonna make some homemade potato soup because I love homemade potato soup. I love homemade clam chowder soup is what I really like. You get some clam chowder and put that in your potato soup. Oh my gosh. Well, and you know what? I'm going to Maine. I can't wait to go to Maine and try their homemade chowder soup because they probably make it up there. Plus also, like, you know, people were saying they have really good oh, what is it? Well, seafood, anything seafood up there. As you put more sugar in, laughing out loud. More sugar. Yeah, I mean, we try to watch our sugar intake. I mean, and you're not supposed to have that many carbs and, you know, all that good stuff. Yeah, and I haven't decided when I'm going to do my next drawing, you guys. So if you want to get in on the drawing for my watch hours, you got to make sure you watch my videos from August the 13th up until now, because any one of those videos could be in the drawing. And if you didn't leave a comment, then you won't be able to win anything. And Asia Joe won some rugs, and I guess they were nice rugs. I ordered them off Amazon and had them sent straight to her house. She got some cute fall rugs for her kitchen. And I think I know what I'm going to give away next time. I found a really cool thing on YouTube that we're going to do for the giveaway for next time. I just haven't decided when I'm going to do it. And I was trying to think if I want to wait another week or if I should do it this coming up week. I'm not sure. But if you want to get in on that, you got to watch my videos from the 13th of August until now. Now, you don't have to watch my lives and comment on those. The only time you got to comment on the lives is when I'm doing the card giveaway, so you can win a card. But the lives I can't do because most of the comments on that, people comment during the video, so I won't, you know, put those ones up. But and even this live here won't be in the drawing because I won't be able to pull up the, hey, Deanna, how are you? I won't be able to pull up the chat. I wouldn't be able to do the chat. So, but from now, from the 13th until, you know, all the videos that I've dropped, like tomorrow, I'm going to have my veteran, Think a Veteran video will drop, and you'll want to comment on that one if you want to get in on the drawing. And I like my Fall Fever Friday videos. You want to make sure you comment on those. Yeah. So there's that. Just wanted to make sure. Oh, and then I think I told you guys at the beginning. My friend she has had a YouTube channel and she does junk journals, and her and I are going to do a collaboration. And because I was going to try to help her get her channel back up, because she hasn't been on her channel for a while. She's kind of been busy with her house, and so she kind of wants to get it going again. And I was telling her about the watch hours and all that stuff, so she was like, oh no. So hers is called Joey 143 and Jenny. Joey, Joey 143, Jenny, Jenny. And it's all together. So go check out her videos, because she does junk journaling. And I don't know what else, but I watched one of her videos this morning, and it was on junk journaling, and it was awesome. Because she has some really great ideas. And Jen is really cool. I like Jen. So we're going to do a collaboration. She asked me the other day when we were at the library about it, and I was like, yeah. And then I asked her, I said, do I have to do a junk journal? I mean, I could do a junk journal, don't get me wrong. From August the 13th, yeah, forward. Watch them. Her name is Jenny, yes, Jenny. No, it's not Jen's channel. It's Joey 143 Jenny. Oh, I guess it did come up. Thank you. Yes, that is correct, Asia Joe. You got it. Thank you, ma'am. That is, you know, and if you guys like to do junk journaling or any of that stuff, she has some really cool videos on things. She does sewing. She sews on a lot of her junk journals, and she just does amazing stuff. Because when I met her at the last retreat in Oklahoma, that's when I first met her. She was working on a junk journal, and she was doing she was piecing together all this stuff, and yeah, on the front of a junk journal that she was doing as a page. And I was like, oh my gosh. Okay, and her and one of my other friends that we craft with on at the library, well, at the Republic Library, they do a thing called the traveling, I think it's called the Traveling Journal. So on that one, there's like 10 of them. And so what happens is they have a journal, and let's just say Jen has the journal, and so she takes it home. And I don't know I think they only get a week or something. And she takes it home and she does her page on the journal, and then she takes it back and gives it back and gives it to the next person, and the next person takes it home and does a page. Maybe they do 2 pages. I'm not sure, you guys. I'm not sure. I'm just guessing. And then they probably have more than a week to do it. And then they take it back. And then when they get it, when you get your journal back, it'll have all these 10 people that came in and put it together. Like all the page, it'll be different because everyone's different. You know, and then they tell them, you know, like, okay, so let's just say somebody's into religion, or there's somebody that's not into religion. So they'll say, well, I don't want any religious stuff in my journal. I'm just using that as an example, okay? So they said, you know, that they have like requirements that some of the people don't want done in the journal. I just thought that was cool that it's called the Traveling Journal. And so they do that. These ladies do. And I was thinking, that's pretty cool. That's a neat idea. Now, the idea that Jen told me that we're going to do our collaboration, it's going to be neat too, because it's going to be very challenging. It'll be challenging for me. And I'm sure it's not going to be challenging for her, because she does a lot of really cool stuff. Even though she was like, I want you to teach me how to do some of this card making. And I was like, oh, okay. But, hey, sis, if you want to, if you have that Chex Mix stuff made, if you want to, you can bring it back here and I can show everybody what it looks like. I'm in my craft room, you guys, so she's in the kitchen and the front, and I am in the craft room. But I was like, if she wanted to bring it back here and maybe we could show the Chex Mix stuff, so you guys can kind of see what it looks like. We can do that. Ah, here she comes. Dun, 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 dun.
Almost brought one of those small loaves.
Oh, did you? One of the you already
almost did.
You already got it cooked up,
yeah,
huh?
it's done.
I can smell it. I can smell it, you guys. If you can smell-o-rama, let me tell you, I can smell the banana bread, and it smells so good. Hold on a second. I'm going to show you what my sister. We'll put this over here. Oh, look at this, you guys. Here it is. Can you see that? I don't see it in my... Oh, there it is. There it is. Look, it's got pretzels,
candy.
Bugles. It has Chex Mix. It's got the candy, the little candy stuff.
The only thing I'm missing is the Reese's.
Was there some sort of cinnamon? I smell cinnamon.
Yes. It's the pumpkin spice mix that you melt with the butter and the brown sugar.
Oh my gosh, you guys.
And then you spread that over the top.
Oh my gosh. I just took a bite of the Chex. It is very good. It's really good. Woohoo!
I thought I'd try that because I got enough to make another batch for us to take our retreat.
Oh, so we're going to take some of that on our retreat.
Yes.
Woo! Awesome, sissy. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, you guys.
So, bread?
Huh?
Do you want a slice of bread?
No, I'll wait. I'll wait for that.
Okay.
Yep, she was in there cooking away while I'm in here playing. I'm in here playing and she's cooking. My sister's a good cook, let me tell you. I'm not very good at cooking fried chicken. And my sister makes some really good fried chicken. I can't cook. I never make fried chicken because I can't do it. I never can get it right. I can either get it crusty on the outside, but then on the inside it's not done. I just don't even try it anymore. I don't try. That was one of the things I never made was fried chicken. Because I could never seem to. But my sister, I used to say, oh, I'm coming over. You need to make sure you got fried chicken. Because her fried chicken was always really good. We are almost done. I am almost done with this. We are on the last part. I'm going down his little thingy here. I'm going to have a lot of little jewels left over, that's for sure. Well, if you guys see this, I'm pretty sure, gosh, I want to say my daughter got this at Hobby Lobby. It's either Hobby Lobby or, shoot, what's that other store? Michael's, maybe? But you know what? I was just sitting here thinking, think I've seen these at the Five and Below. I also think I've seen these at the Five and Below. These Snoopy. I just can't believe how Snoopy's come back, because I just saw a thing today on Facebook, you guys, where they have a Snoopy stamp. It's a Christmas one. So you guys remember, I have the, what's her secret? I don't know, Asia Joe. My sister. But I have the Snoopy stamps that I got out of that magazine at the Barnes and Nobles, okay? So right now, what's everybody's been showing these Snoopy stamps at Barnes and Noble, Christmas ones. And so I said to my sister, I go, oh my God. I was like, we got to go and I have to see if they have the Christmas ones. Because I love Snoopy. I love to do Snoopy cards. And I was like, I got to get the Snoopy stamps, because those would be so cute. Maybe if they have if they have more than one, I might pick one up and then give it away. Have it has a giveaway for something. I don't know. Might have a giveaway if there's else that would love to. I can't guarantee it right now because I don't know if our Barnes and Nobles. I know the last time when I went and got the Snoopy, I had got the last of the Snoopy one. I don't know if I've waited too long for this, because I've seen people talking about it for, I want to say, for a couple weeks. So I may not be able to jump on that bandwagon. I might have messed up and missed out on it with the Snoopy. But yeah, because I like Snoopy. I love that it's coming back, and that, I mean, that was always one of my favorite cartoons when I was a kid. Around Christmas and Halloween, they'd have the Halloween Snoopy. And I even think, I want to say they even did one right around when school started. It was just where the kids went to school. Because, the teachers, you never heard an adult talking. It was just like, wow, 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 wow. That kind of talking. You started strawberry. Okay. I started strawberry granny square. Wanted to turn it into a wearable of some sort. Give strawberry shortcake theme. I love all the cartoons. Oh, that is awesome, Asia Joe. A strawberry shortcake theme. See, I see that one at the Five and Below store too. Strawberry shortcake. Oh, and then when I was over there, they had the Flintstones, and I don't know, but I have never seen like the Flintstones. You're not into the diamond art? I mean, this would be so cool for a teen to do, Asia Joe, because, I mean, I guess it depends on if they like that kind of thing. But, I mean, you could get it and try it, because it's not really hard. It's very simple. It comes with everything. There's not anything you really have to buy for it, because it comes with everything it needs in the little thingy. Now, I have there for a bit when I first got the diamond art thing. I think I went to Hobby Lobby and I bought one. You got to be careful the ones you buy at Hobby Lobby, because they don't do the whole picture. They just you just do a part of the picture, and I don't really like those ones. They're not, I don't know. They're not as good as the ones where you do the whole caboodle. Now my nephew's girlfriend, well, it was his wife at the time. His wife made me a I have one. Where is it? I don't think I have it in here. I think I have it in my bedroom. Where did I put that? Oh my gosh, it isn't in my bedroom. What the heck happened to that? Now that I think about it, I'm dumping white ones in there. It is a, it has their boots that she made for me. And I framed it. I thought I had it hanging up. Now that I think about it, I don't have it hanging up. Where did I put that picture? I don't think it's in my bedroom. I thought I had it in my bedroom. You know what? I think I had it hanging up in my daughter's room that she's in right now, and I think she took it down. I'm gonna have to ask her because my daughter, she moved back in her room, but before she moved back in her room, I had made that the guest room, and I had my it was like a military with the boots, and I had it hanging on the wall. I think it was in that room, and I don't know what she did with that photo. It was very pretty. But that was the first diamond art one I seen, and then I was like, oh, I should do diamond art, and I tried it, and I did one other diamond art picture, and then I did the oh, we did the diamond art keychains for the graduations, which was fun. And that's when I introduced my sister to diamond art because she never did diamond art. She actually bought her a Christmas one that she's gonna take with her when we go to our retreat. She's gonna take her crocheting and her diamond art so that when she needs a break from crocheting, she's gonna do the diamond art. She got a really pretty Christmas one. I'm not saying I won't ever try it once or twice. I just haven't yet seen my grabbed eye. Yeah, I mean, there's all kinds of ones that you can see. Oh yeah, your cats would help you. Definitely, yes, your cats. Your cats would help because when I'm in the kitchen doing it, the kitty cats get up there and love to help too. Yes, they do. And I have seen a sunflower one, so yes, the sunflower ones are really pretty, and I bet the one that Deanna did was pretty. I mean, they have all kinds of stuff. I mean, I don't know. There's some things that I mean I probably wouldn't do, but um, I had seen this at the store and I wasn't gonna pick it up because I thought, oh, I'm gonna pick it up. And then my daughter came home and gave it to me, and I was like, oh, I can't believe it. I said I was just looking at that with Aunt Teresa, and she goes, well, I got it for you, Mom, because I know you like Snoopy. Well, and you know, if you guys have ever been to Cracker Barrel, oh my gosh, Cracker Barrel, they have like Scooby Doo, Snoopy. I don't. They have all kinds of like the old type things that you don't see now. They have all that stuff over there at Cracker Barrel, which amazes me. The things they have at Cracker Barrel because I don't see that. I don't see that stuff. You want to learn how to hand embroider towels? You know, actually, I did some embroidering one time. I was making a set of pillowcases when my nephew got married. Huh. I just dug them out the other day because I never finished them. Well, and he's not even married to her anymore either, so they already got a divorce. But I did a hand embroider little pillowcases. And yeah, I mean it's kind of I like doing it. It was I never finished it. So I have a project that I could finish. And it had flowers on it. And I was doing it for them. I was going to give it to them. I just thought it would be cool as a gift after they got married. But that didn't last very long, so unfortunately. But, you know. I'm almost done. I only have a little bit more left to do, and I will be done with this Snoopy. Do you guys ever remember that song? I think it was in the 70s it came out. I think it was called Sloopy. And I always thought they said Snoopy, and they might have said Snoopy. I was trying to remember who sings it. I want to say the Mamas and the Papas. Yeah, you should try it one time, Asia Joe. I mean, just buy a really easy, small project, something that you might like. Oh, maybe a strawberry shortcake. I don't know. Just try something real easy, and like I mean, this would be a good gift for a teenager. I think it would give them something to do, and they learn a new hobby. That was the other thing. So when we were talking to about the ladies at the VA, we were asking if they have any hobbies. It amazes me how people don't have any hobbies. If I went to a rest home, I have so many hobbies. I couldn't take all my crafts with me because I have so many hobbies. But I tell my kids I'm going to live to be 100, so we'll see. We'll see how that goes. And I can say, you guys, I am not on any medicine. I do not have to take any kind of pills. I'm not on a blood pressure pill. I'm not on I don't have diabetes. And my doctor said that she thought the reason that I was not on anything, or that I didn't have any problems with anything, is because of all the running I did when I was young, when I was in my 20s and 30s. Well, I didn't start running until I was in my 30s because I ran when I was in the military. But then when I got out, I stopped running, and then I picked it back up. I picked it back up when I lived here in Nixa. I picked the running back up. But one time I used to live in Stratford in a trailer. I used to I had a bicycle, and I would ride my bike like 20 miles a day. And I even used to ride my bike to work. But then everybody was freaking out because they were afraid I was going to get hit by a car because of the road I had to take. I even have driven my bicycle from Nixa to Springfield when I was working at MSU, and my boyfriend used to say, I don't want you riding your bike. I don't want you to get hit. I was like, I'm not going to get hit. But I had to get work at like a god-awful early time in the morning, so I went to work when it was hardly any traffic, but when I came home was when all the traffic was. Hang On Sloppy, sung by the McCoys. Oh, okay. I thought it was Hang On Sloopy. Maybe it was Sloppy. A woman in the street over my friend's is 86, I think, now, and she eats zero meds, or maybe. I don't take any. I take vitamins. I take a lot of vitamins, and I get my checkups pretty regularly. Now I got this all mixed, and yeah. I mean, my doctor said I don't. She's like, yeah, you must have took care of yourself when you were younger. And I was like, well, I ran all the time. I always ran. I mean, seriously, I ran 3 miles every day. Monday, Friday, I ran 3 miles, and Saturday and Sunday, I ran anywhere from 5 to 10 miles a day on Saturdays and Sundays. I got up real early and I would run, and I used to meet with a bunch of ladies. Well, not even just ladies. I used to meet with a bunch of people, and we would run in the morning together. And then I had a friend who used to run. She would come over here and meet up with me during the week, and we would do our 3 miles. Otherwise, I ran by myself. I enjoyed running by myself. People do not like to run by themselves. I never had trouble running by myself. And it is Sloopy. Okay. I was wondering, because I was thinking it was Sloopy. I remember that when I was a kid listening to that song. Hang On Sloopy. Hang On by the McCoys. I'm going to have to look that up because I haven't heard that song forever. But I was thinking about that when I was doing this. But yeah, I just ran. And when I trained for the marathon, oh my God, I thought I was going to die when I was training for the marathon because we would meet up and run like, I don't know. At that time, I wasn't up to 10 miles, but we would run 10 miles, and I kept thinking to myself, oh my gosh, because a marathon is 27 point, was it 27 points or 24.6? I think it's 24.6. I don't remember now. But I mean, I didn't think I was ever going to be able to do it. I really didn't. And then I did it, and I was like, oh. And like I said, when I did the 10 miles, I could do 10 miles with no problem. But after the 10 miles, yeah, it starts to be really rough. And I remember the first marathon I did, I told you my kids went with me and they met me at the finish line. And when I finished, I didn't realize, but when I was running, my legs would chafe. I didn't feel it, but my legs were chafing at my thighs. And my daughter, when I got to the finish line and I come up there, my daughter looks at me and says, Mom, you're bleeding. And I was like, what do you mean I'm bleeding? There was blood all over my legs from running just that last 10 miles, because it wasn't like that when I ran the first 10 miles, where my shorts like chafed on my thighs, my inner thighs, and so I had blood all over because I had to go to the restroom, and I was like, oh my God, why am I bleeding? And I go into the stall, and I'm like, oh, it's just my where I rubbed myself raw from running, which that had never happened to me before, because I had run, like I said, I had been running, training for that marathon for like months. I mean, we trained, okay, so I think I started training in like January, and the marathon was I want to say the marathon was in May or June. And so we trained from, all that time up to the time that the marathon time. And so what was funny was, I mean, I ran in the rain and everything. I had no problem running in the rain. We used to run in the rain. I'd be totally wet, but yeah, we still did it. We get out there and practice and run in the rain, and yeah. Those were the days. I can't do that now, you guys. I can't say. Even though there has been some moments when I've been out walking, when I'm by myself, I'm gonna run. I'm just gonna run to that mailbox, and I'll run a little bit, and then I'm like, okay, don't kill yourself, Ed. Because I'm just worried about my knees, really, because I notice that when I go up and down stairs now, my knees kind of... Yes, yes, Asia Joe, that's how I trained. So every week, you had to run every day, like 3 miles at least. You had to get your 3 miles in every day. At least that's, but then on the weekend, so the first weekend we ran like, I want to say we ran like 5 miles. And then each week, so we run 5 miles. So then, then the next weekend I might run 5 miles again. And then the next time we would run, we would crank it up to, add another few miles onto it. Because you didn't do it all at once. You just gradually worked your way up to it. And I really didn't think I was going to be able to do it, to be truthfully honest, because I never ran like that long distances or anything, ever. I mean, yeah, in the military, we had to run 1.5 miles every day, okay? That's just 1.5 miles, That's it. That's all we had to run, 1.5 miles. And so when, I was trying to get this to slide on there. So running 1.5 miles is nothing, okay? But when it got up to running 3 miles, I thought I wasn't going to be able to do the 3 miles. And the 3 miles it was a breeze. But then on my 3 miles, I would try to get a better, There it is, you guys. I was trying to get a better speed on it, you know, so that I could, so I used to do a bunch of 5Ks. I would sign up for 5Ks, and sometimes I'd do a 5K on the weekend. So like, so I would sign up for a 5K, do a 5K, which is 3 miles, 3.1 miles, I think it is. And then I would turn around and we'd run our 7 miles, 5 miles, 10 miles. And on Sunday, I would do the same thing. I would get up and run 10 miles or 7 miles or whatever it was. And so you had to just keep training until you could get up to the whole 24 miles, I think it is. But yes, there he is, you guys. He is really cute. I think I'll be able to put him right here on my desk too. I'll put him up here so I can see him every day when I'm in here crafting. Yeah, that'll be cool. Just sit right there. And this is really cool that it came with this little kit. I like this little kit thing. So this is actually called a Diamond Art Club. Little diamonds. I like it. I like that they had all that stuff in there, and they even gave you the little bags to put the all the extra the reusable baggies. I mean, I never have gotten one with the reusable baggies. That is neat. I like it. I like it, you guys. Well, there it is. There we are. Put this in my little trash. But yeah, you just got to keep going. And actually, if you go on Pinterest, I don't know if you use Pinterest, Asia Joe. If you go on Pinterest, they have because I had printed out a chart of how you train for a marathon, and it gave you how many miles that you're supposed to run every day in the week and all that stuff up until the time that you run the marathon. So here's another thing. When you do a marathon or a half marathon or whatever you're going to do, you buy your shoes when you're training. Don't buy new shoes right before the run. I bought new shoes when we were training, because I used to just run in, and that's probably why my feet are bad now. I used to just buy Walmart shoes. Well, those are not good for your feet. And so now I either have to wear Brooks or Asics. But I did get me a pair of walking shoes that says it's for plantar fasciitis off of Amazon, and I actually have them on today, and I actually wore them with my sister today, and they are very comfortable. So I've been trying to break those in because I'm trying to debate if I'm going to take those with me on my cruise. And I also bought me a new pair of Asics, because my other Asics I've had them for like, I don't know, 2 or 3 years, and I haven't bought any, and I was like, they're getting to the point where they're getting worn on the bottom, and I need to get new ones. So I bought me another pair of Asics, and I'm trying to break those in. But if you're going to train for a marathon or half marathon, you want to make sure you buy the shoes during your training and wear those shoes when you run, because you don't want to buy a new pair of tennis shoes right before the marathon. Because there was a friend of mine that did that. She bought some new shoes right before the marathon. She didn't break them in. She ended up getting blisters and stuff on her feet during the marathon, and that's something you don't want to have, because I'm telling you, it doesn't feel good. Because I think, did I get a blister? Did I get a blister on my foot? I don't think I got any blisters on my feet when I trained. I don't think I did. Yeah. But I'll tell you what, you guys, I remember before I started running, I used to I always had trouble getting rid of my stomach, the lower half of my stomach. Like, I could go on a diet or whatever, watch what I eat, and I could lose my stomach. But you know, like, from your waist down, you sometimes kind of have that pooch still there. I could never figure out how to get rid of that pooch. When I started running, my stomach and the pooch below my stomach went away, and I never had a stomach, and it was because I was running, I guess. I don't know. But that was the only way I could ever figure out how to get rid of that little bottom part, get rid of it. was to keep running. And so now I have it, but I am not going to worry about it. It is what it is, and I don't plan on. I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to be able to run anymore without having knee problems, or because a lot of my runner friends have had knee surgery and stuff like that, and I've never had knee surgery, and knock on wood, I don't want to have knee surgery. So, yeah, so I'd rather just walk. And see, the other thing, the pounding on your feet on the streets when you run on the streets compared to the pounding on like a track. The track and the street are totally two different things, because on a track they kind of have a cush for people to train. If you ever notice a track when you run on a track, or if you look at it, they have like kind of a cushion. Um, Whereas when you run on the street, it's concrete or whatever. It is hard as rock. And another thing, I don't like to run on rocks or pebbles. Oh my gosh, that's just really hard on your feet too. And I don't know. I don't really like to run on pebbles or rocks. It's crazy. When I was a kid, I used to run barefoot all the time. I always ran barefoot. I could run across the rocks barefoot. Yeah, but I never did track or anything when I was in high school. I never did that. I played basketball a little bit, but I never did track. And I remember somebody used to call me Skinny Minnie because I was tall and skinny. So I'm not that anymore. I'm not tall and skinny. But walking is good for you too. I mean, if you can get out and walk, you guys, I mean, walking can do amazing things for you. You just got to do it. And I just need to work up to do the 3 miles every day is what I need to do. And I have like one of these iPhone watches, and I love this thing because it keeps track of all my steps. So I try to, I'm actually linked up to a couple of people that walk, and I'm linked up to my daughter, and so it notifies me when they get their steps for the day or all that stuff. So it kind of gives you a motivation. Oh, what's her name got, she's out there walking, I need to get out there and walk. So it's a good little motivation thing too on your, if you have one of these iPhones. And so like when I go on the cruise, when I get up in the morning, I always get up and walk the deck, and I try to walk 2 miles at least on the deck, if three, if I get, it depends, because when I was in Alaska, when I went on my Alaska cruise, the thing is, when I got up in the morning and went and walked the deck, it would be windy or cold or something, a little cold from being out in the ocean. So I would just get up there and try to walk the best I could and try to get as much walking in as possible. But I always got my walking in on the ship, because you're going up and down the stairs, and I tried not to take the elevators, and I would go up and down the stairs to get my steps in. And I think I was on what floor was I on? I think I was on the 11th floor, and the food was down on the 7th floor, so I had to walk from the 11th floor down to the 7th floor. So, I mean, it was a good little walk. So, and then also the top deck, I would get up and go to the top deck and walk up there, and there was always nobody up there except for the people that there would be some men up there cleaning the deck or something, or they would be picking up, or they would be doing something up there, and they'd always see me, and I'd say good morning to them, and then they would disappear. I swear, it was like, I guess they're not supposed to be. I don't even know. I was like, well, you guys don't have to go anywhere just because I'm up here. Just hang out. Because I remember one time I went up to the deck when I was on my Alaska cruise. There was like probably 3 or 4 guys, and they were up there sitting. I guess they were taking a break, I don't know. And they were sitting down and stuff, and I was like, good morning, guys. But when I come back around, they were not there. They were all gone. And I was like, oh, maybe they're told that if a passenger comes up, that they're supposed to go somewhere else and not to hang out in front of people and not do anything. I don't know. Yeah, because you walk your dog. Wow, that's pretty good. I wish I could get myself motivated to walk when it's hot. That's why my sister and I, we walked this morning. We did it so because it was nice and cool outside. And if I happen to wake up, like if I get insomnia and I can't sleep and I wake up early, then I get up and walk. One time I did that and my sister locked tied. I couldn't get back in the house because she locked the door. And I was like, oh my gosh. So now when I do it, I leave a note on the table saying, hey, don't lock the door. I went for a walk. Because I don't take my key with me. If I'm a foster, yes. Because you'd walk your dog and stuff like that, right? The only thing about me doing a foster, I'm thinking either I'm going to have to stop doing my retreats where I'm going to be gone and just be a foster parent, or I don't know. That's my only thing I worry about, Asia Joe, because I want to foster, but if I go on my retreats, because I usually do 3 retreats a year, then I have to have someone here with the dog or the animal that I foster care. So I was like, well, maybe I won't go on any retreats for a year. But then I thought, well, then if I do that, I won't be able, I don't know if I'll be able to get back in the, I don't know. We'll wait and see. I'll have to wait and see because my other thing is like if you get attached to your foster animal and then try to give them up. Oh my gosh, I don't know if I could do that, you guys. I don't know if I could give up an animal that I get attached to, you know? Oh, okay. So, yeah, they've been saying they've been having a horrible time trying to find fosters for all these animals that people are just like dumping. It's so sad to see it. Like I don't know, the other day I saw something where somebody said they found a box on like a country road and inside of it was a bunch of puppies and I was like, who would do that? Why? Why would you do that? I don't know. Those people, whoever did it, they deserve whatever they get. Karma. I hope karma. Because they just have no um concept of. I was going to show you guys. Hold on before we go. I know you've seen my Snoopy. Oh, here it is. I got him right here because I use him a lot. my peanuts. So now they have a Christmas one, and it has like all these Christmas stuff on it. And I got this out of a magazine from Barnes and Nobles. So I want to try to get the Christmas one because I love the peanuts. And I went on before I found this one. I had went on Amazon and I went on scrapbook.com and stuff like that. I put in peanuts to see if they had any peanuts characters. Well, they had some on Amazon, but they didn't look very, I don't know. They didn't really, and if I recall too, they were the hard, they were the kinds that were on the little blocks, but they didn't look like peanuts. They were, I don't know. They weren't that good. So I was like, I'm not going to get those. But then when I saw them, when I went to, because there for a while I was going to Barnes and Nobles and getting that one magazine every month. And I haven't got it since I've been getting the Unity stamps. Because, the Unity stamps, I've been getting, they deliver them here at the house and they always have some great stamps. So I didn't want to get into the buying some new ones. I was gonna see, I know I showed you guys I cleaned up in here, now I can't even. So the puppy dog ones, I have all the puppy dog ones here. So I'm gonna try to do, I was talking about doing the rescue one, so I have the Basset Hound, I have the Dachshund. This one, I love this one. Oh my gosh, and I love this one. This is a little baby Dachshund. No, this is a little Basset Hound. The little Basset Hound, and then this is the little Dachshund. But I have all those other ones that I just got. Let me see. and I know I showed them to you guys, but I'll show you again. These are all the different little dogs. So I was gonna make some little dog cards for Rescue One, because it has like all the different dogs. So I mean, there's a boxer, there's a little French dog, the Pomeranian, the little Chihuahua. I mean, the Cocker Spaniel, the Corgi, a little, I think that's a little Rottweiler, maybe a German Shepherd, the Basset Hound, and I think this might be a little Great Dane. Some of them I'm not sure, but anyway, I really want to do the dog cards, and I want to, like I said, when we have our when we do our craft fair, I am going to donate $1 from those cards. And then, you know, here was the ones I was talking about. So when I do my Ghoulish 13, I want to use these ones. These are so cute. The little Halloween and then I have the Santa Claus one. So I can't wait until I get the new one, the new kit for the month. And then I can't wait to see what the kit of the month is for September. I haven't seen that one yet. So I was like, I wonder if they're going to have like Halloween or Christmas or what they're going to have on it, because it's kind of exciting to see what the next one is going to be. But yeah. And I showed you guys, yeah, I showed you that. But that's about all. I mean, you know, we could sit here and make some more crafty stuff. I was trying to think, what else was it gonna do? I could crochet. You know, I don't know. And then I had these dogs. I had gotten these off of Amazon before I found the ones from Unity Stamps. I had these. And these are really cute. Plus I have the Tim Holtz dogs and the Tim Holtz cats. And I like these. Now I got cats with these too, and I can't figure out where I put them. But I have cats, and I know they're in here somewhere. And I was like, I just made a bunch of cats up. So I don't know if I put them up there with the cat stuff. I'm not sure. But this is the dog one. So that is the dogs, and these are cute. So we're gonna be doing those. So I'll be making the dogs and hopefully I can get some made up, which I know I can, because you know what, I could do that for my Fall Fever Fridays. I could make dog fall cards. That would be cool. I could think of something I could do for a Fall Fever Friday dog card. I wonder if I have this, the postage stamp thing. I wonder if I could do the dogs on the postage stamps. I probably could be. This would be cool. This is one I was working on that I have not finished. I think I was going to make it for a veterans card. So we'll probably do that, this one, this week. Probably have it on a Tuesday card that I was working on. But yeah, you guys have any questions? Anybody have any questions they want to ask me or anything? Now, okay, so I know that Deanna wanted me to make a shaker card, and I was gonna do a fall shaker card, but you know what, I was looking and I don't have any fall like shaker stuff. I thought I did, and I need to find it. I have some, it's funny because I have some I have this, which is springish. I could make a summer shaker card with this, because you could use that for summer too. I might do that. We might make a summer, maybe a Christmas theme, or like a snow globe. Yeah, yes, Asia Joe. But you know what, I don't even think I have any oh yes, I do. I have some Christmas stuff that I can use for a shaker card. I did find that, but I thought I had some fall stuff for a shaker card. I don't know what I did with it. I was trying to clean my room up yesterday a little bit and to find some stuff, and I threw a bunch of stuff away, and I went through some stuff, and yeah. You guys, if you saw this room, it's a mess. Maybe I should show it one day and show you, and then then I'll show you the cleanup, because I just have everything everywhere. I mean, I've been trying to get organized, and I mean, I know where some of this stuff is, but yeah, it is crazy messy. But even though this doesn't look messy, but I know it is right here on my desk, because I have everything. I always reorganize my stuff right for me, and try to keep it organized so that I don't have chaos. So I'm trying to get more organized, and I really do like my new book that I got for the card thing, because I'm really liking this, because I have all this stuff in here, and I actually have some more cards I've stuck in here that I was gonna try to make, and I found this one here that I'm gonna do. I found this one the other day, and I was like, oh, there's one I had that I made before, a card. It had all the dimensions on it and stuff, so I can cut, so I can use so I have like all these scraps I can use to make stick here. I mean, that looks like a Halloween card there, fall card. I just use scraps to make this for my example card. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna probably get off here, Asia Joe. It's already, wow, it's already 1:45. No way. I've been on here that long? Whoa. Okay. I probably will get off here, because I know I've got some other stuff I have to do, and I just wanted to come on here and do a live today and kind of spend some time with you guys, and I thought doing that Snoopy thing would be really cool. Oh, lady, you bought 18 of your notebooks? That is awesome, Deanna. That's awesome. I love your little books. Those are neat. I made one of those actually, because I made a Snoopy one, and I made it. I was gonna sell it, you guys, and I just can't let it go. I can't let it go. This is the one I made. I made this Snoopy one, and yeah, I'm like, I think I'm gonna keep this for myself. I made it out of a Snoopy book. I just think it's really cool. It turned out really good. It's a fall Snoopy book. Oh, might help if I... But yeah, that you can just use to write on or whatever, you know? And there's that. And that. I love this on the back. And I love this on the front, because this is really cool, the ribbon. But that's my book that I made. And I think I don't know, I think I might have did a video on this, you guys. I can't remember. I remember talking about it. Or maybe I just showed it on the thing. But anyway, all right, you guys, I'm going to get off here, because I know I've been on here way too much. Yeah, I mean, it was so, I might do, if I did not make a video on that, I'll have to go back and look. I might do a video on that. That way it gives me another idea, because I could do another fall. I could do a fall video. So there's that. All right, you guys, I'm going to get off here. It looks like my phone is saying low battery, which is crazy. Oh, I guess so, because I've been on here forever. All right, you guys. So remember, family forever, stay positive, enjoy life, and thank you for coming in so very much. I truly appreciate it.